to make videos too before.
Yeah.
So it was like, bro, I would because I have I don't want to call it OCD, but like I have when I start, I'm just going. So I'll spend like 21 hours.
Yeah.
Like, okay. I'll spend about 21 hours just kind of, okay, let me not say 21.
Yeah.
Like 12 hours,
Yeah.
like just straight up editing. I'll go to bed, end up doing some other stuff, and then I'd like do
Come back
another,
to
like,
it.
12. And then sometimes I'll even spend more, you know? But like 12 straight hours of just editing. I mean, I'll go grab food in between and like,
Yeah.
just, So it was, I hated it. I
Yeah.
hated it so much.
I kind of
Long-term
like that, like just getting into the zone. I
Mm.
usually throw on like a podcast on one side,
Yeah.
and then I have my earphones in for the sound, and then
Yeah.
I just go, okay, let's go
Yeah.
sit down, do it. Because I don't like doing it and then getting up and then coming back to it again and
Yeah.
again. Because then it's like, oh, no, I'm focused on the conversation that's happening and I want to see what are the best parts out of this. But when I'm going back and forth, I lose any, like any meaning, or like, oh, something gets picked up from before, then have to be like, oh, what happened again? I have to go back, see it
Yeah.
again, and be like,
Yeah.
okay. Or sometimes I'll like say a number randomly out of my ass, and then be like, okay, I got to really see how away from the actual factual number this
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I still edit because I for the brand.
Mm-hmm.
Like I still have to like edit videos, like interviews and all that stuff. The interviews, like the hard part about it, if I could just automatically like, just have captions be on there or something like that, that'd be nice.
You can, I think. Now they've made it really easy, and especially like AI and all.
But I've tried it before. AI is not like.
It's not there yet, where you just give the files and it'll auto cut it for you. But are you the one who's also recording the interviews? And
I mean, I usually have someone like who has a camera.
okay, and these are in person.
Yeah.
You should check into Riverside.
Riverside, what's that?
Riverside is kind of like the main, I guess, mainstream podcast platform that most people start off from. And it essentially gives you, like, on the free version itself, it allows you to record up to an hour, and you can assign like 2 video files, 2 audio files, and then it will give you captions and help you edit it and cut off all the silences and things like that.
Maybe Riverside. I'll probably have to look into that because I use DaVinci.
Resolve?
Yeah.
Oh, me too, dude.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I just use to edit
Oh,
the thingy. But
dude,
like the caption, I don't know if it has automatic captions. I didn't even try.
I don't think it has. I think you need the Studio Plus membership on DaVinci.
And that's like $500.
Yeah, it's like crazy. I know DaVinci has like some random captions that there's a way of creating captions, but it's really complicated. I just started doing it for trying to make shorts for the pod, and what I've been doing right now is just make them like make cuts and frame it on the 9 to 16 ratio for smartphones on DaVinci, and then I export it, take the file on my phone, and then upload it to Instagram. But I don't upload it. I go on there, I add captions to it, and then I download the file again on my phone. So that way I just have captions.
But doesn't it kill the quality if you do that?
No.
Really?
No, not really.
You download it and then you upload it again with the captions.
And then I just get the captions, and now I have like 4 or 5 episodes that I've gathered with all captions. So now I can just go on my drive, download them, upload them.
I'm always super worried about quality. Like it's something I'm always kind of like, bruh. Like I don't like when I see anything below 1080p. I'm just kind of like, I'm scrolling.
Yeah. You're going to hate us, man. Yeah. I think we're sitting at solid 720p right now with our videos, the quality. But it's gotten so much better. Like if you see our first episodes we did, it was like so funny. We just had our phones, shitty lighting, had no idea about like camera angle and lighting and what it impacts. Few of our videos were like green for some reason.
Yeah.
Because when I did, I also don't know a lot about like color grading the video.
Bro.
So,
I wish I knew how to color
Right.
grade, bro. It's so hard, but it's so people that can do it.
oh, dude,
Bro.
yeah, and it's so cool too. And when you see people do it, one of the things they often say is like, it seems scary in the beginning, especially in DaVinci, right? You open the Fusion page or you open the Fair Play menu where you have the audio mixing.
Yeah.
It looks so scary, man. I had no idea what like an equalizer does or what are
Because
like,
it's so many functions.
So many
many
functions.
of them. It's like, whoa. I actually color graded one video on the brand's website. Dude, it was like it was green as shit.
yeah,
I tried my best because I was trying to emulate like movie type
yeah,
thingies. And I just couldn't get it. Right. And the thing is, the guy who used to do it for me,
yeah.
he had certain relationships with the people in the video that were not good. So he didn't want to be involved in it. So I was like,
So it's
bro.
like, I'm out of this.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, fuck you, bro. Like, why are you beefing with you?
Do you still get paid from that?
From the brand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, sick.
I just need to like do more of the marketing. I'm doing some behind the scenes stuff, like casual stuff, just to like see if something is gonna pop.
Yeah. So is it like a brand that you reached out, they reached out, and you're kind of managing the social media and stuff?
No, I own it.
Oh, you own a brand? Oh, dude.
It's the clothing brand. These pants.
Yeah.
God, I swear to God, man, when it came first, so nice. Yeah. 3 weeks later, linting, dude.
Oh, dude.
So I was very angry at the manufacturer.
Yeah, that's
So
a
I'm like,
supplier
yeah.
thing, right?
I was like, bro, fuck you, bro.
Where do you source it from?
I go anywhere on the internet.
Internet.
Alibaba, is it Panda? Oh, no, Panda is something else. But like these kind of, I just kind of look for them and see, like, I always get a sample first. I test it.
Yeah, you
And
got to
then
do that.
This one I tested it 3 weeks. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? So I was very annoyed. But the other stuff, they seem to have come out well. So I'm constantly like price to quality ratio. I'm like trying to find out like you know what's best. But I sell it for expensive anyways because
Yeah.
I'm too small of a brand to be selling cheap. I'm not gonna make anything if I not make any, like I'm not gonna like, let's assume I all of a sudden it works out. If I get a bunch of orders, I probably will not be able to fulfill them because of if it was cheap.
Okay. Yeah.
Right? Because say for example,
That's how business. Yeah, it makes sense. You can't
Yeah.
sell it for less than what you're making it for.
yeah. But then once I'm able to like curate the delivery process and everything, I'll make it cheaper. It's like, okay, now I can sell for this price. It's
Yeah.
like, okay, nice. And then I guess people like cheaper anyways. So
Oh,
at that point, if the brand is already getting attention or whatever, cheaper price gets more attention.
People just love like a good value,
Mm-hmm.
right? If they feel like, oh yeah, dude, I got a good deal on this, they're always excited about
Yeah.
it.
The only thing is the way I think about that with clothes is like value comes not exactly from just the quality. It comes from like they like the brand. They like
Yeah.
what they're doing. They like what they're seeing. They like being involved in that, which is very hard for me. Which is also part of the expenses. Well, that's why I have to make it
Yeah.
high. So if I end up getting some sort of high traction, it'll be easy for me to reinvest in it. Just
Yeah.
like throw the money back, do more like live events, which are very expensive.
Yeah, I
very,
can
very
imagine getting a
expensive.
booth
Yeah.
would probably be like what 10,000 at the smallest
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah. Pop-ups, all that stuff. Renting a place. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's long. It's fucking long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many have you sold so far?
Right now, only about, be honest, about 11 pieces.
Dude, that's
But like, it's not, it's not. I was planning on selling 30, but I mean, okay, no, not 30. Like, because I started off with just shirts, so I was planning on selling 30 of them. I could only sell 11.
Okay.
All right, and then now that I've added other stuff to it, I'm planning on selling all together, like
a bundle
just because
or individual items.
individual
Okay.
items, right? Altogether, like 1, 2, probably about 200 pieces, but I've only sold 11.
11.
Right, so it's kind of like,
Yeah.
it's not that good.
But it's not like your house is filled with like box of t-shirts.
No. I was very smart about it. I'm like, I do. It's not filled with. I have
Okay.
I
Yeah.
have inventory.
Sure. You have some samples and some. It looks like okay, you're in the middle of doing something instead of because one of my.
Because the last thing you want to do is like have too much stock.
Oh yeah, dude. So many people who do like drop shipping and this like e-commerce store on Amazon.
Yeah.
Or they'll like, oh, I'm gonna, because they watch like a 10-minute video on like YouTube, and this guy's like, dude, I made like $50,000 a month, know, and so you can do it too. So just go to like your local store and like scan the code and then ship the product from Alibaba, and then you'll be a millionaire.
Yeah, it's like, bro. So a lot of people, what they do is they hear that and then they go buy a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
So they spend so much money up front.
Yeah.
But then no one's buying it.
Yeah, like, they're like, I didn't learn how to sell this, but now I just have a shit ton of like.
Yeah, you have to get the front end out the way first. Just people liking what they see, people involved and all, and then you can like buy a bunch, and that's part of the reason why I am selling just a bit expensive, just a little bit. Yeah, because it costs me too much. It's like, nah, bro. Oh, it's way too much.
What's your brand? You want to give us a shout out? Tell us.
Yeah. Your mom, the XYZ.
Your mom?
Yeah, I know it sounds funny, right?
Dude, that's great.
It's kind of like a big middle finger to
your mom.
Right. It's kind of like a big middle finger. It's like, what you call it? It's to speak to people who are constantly like maybe overthinking, have some sort of unnecessary anxiety. They kind of like they're in a shell all the time, and so my fear, putting myself in a space with someone who behaves like that, is you're gonna go 50 years just like that, and you didn't do anything with your life just because you were scared to like.
True.
Right. So why not just be a walking middle finger? It's just like, yeah, fuck you. Like, just kind of like on about
like a bold statement, being like,
just free will, man. Like, go ahead and like you really can do what you want, literally. And I guess there's certain things that have to be in place, like even the manner stuff, like how you carry yourself, how you talk, fucking what you look like, and all that stuff. There's certain things that need to be in place, and it kind of just like allows you to like kind of do what you want, pretty much. There's certain things I would say sometimes that are quite like, people look at me like, oh, whoa, but I'm like, what, it's and I don't know, it's a certain way that I think I've grown to think. It kind of just allows people like, they might be shocked initially when I say some things or I do some things. Yeah. It's like, what are they going to do in the end?
Yeah, true.
So I'm trying to, the idea is to get people to, like, they get out of their head, just go and live, bro. Like, and the goal is to attain what I call free will.
Free will.
It's not, I'm not talking about God or philosophical nonsense or anything else. It's just the ability to do what you want and live and, not look back and have regrets for not doing stuff because, what would other people think? This, that. Or just even your own brain judging you, overthinking, right? But that's the idea. But I'm having a hard time like having a straight message because I almost refuse to like plan. So I'm just kind of like doing things everywhere. It's just like doing anything.
Dude, you gotta like get the marker and just start writing on the walls.
Yeah, I started with notepads.
Yeah.
I just put my phone on the wall and just kind of like type.
Yeah.
So okay, yeah.
Or you know, like a mirror or something, just like every day, like,
Yeah.
because the moment you do that, then your idea is already like 5 times better. Because
Yeah.
like, okay, cool, it's on the
Yeah.
wall.
I will say though, like a lot of what's like preventing me or like making me have issues is the fact that I got work, got school. It's like, and then I have the brand, so it's like 70% of my time school, 20% work. The brand is like 10%. I can't really put too much time into it. So
Yeah.
like,
But
go on.
you that's where, you gotta guide your free will to be
Yeah.
like, okay, I gotta find out time to do this, and this is
Yeah.
something I care about. And that's something that happened a lot during like COVID too. Like, a lot of people realize that, oh, I'm putting in so much time and energy into like a shitty job where I don't really feel valued.
Yeah.
And this is something that a hobby, or, so many people quit their jobs, started their own local small businesses. And you don't all, I think one of the things I always find is like people always start to be like, oh, I want to be in the millionaires and billionaires, because that's kind of the people we see on our phones,
Yeah.
right? All the YouTubers also are like, oh, I want to start off and just make like 10 million. I want to go viral today.
Yeah.
And it's really crazy how as society we've just accepted that, oh, we just want a quick fix.
Yeah.
But it's hard, and just the fact that you're putting in the effort to face that is already like pretty sick.
Yeah. My issue right now is like, I only have 10% to spend on the brand, right? My problem is I'm dealing with,
Other things.
other stuff, but like, school, work,
Yeah.
school, immigration, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, fuck.
Agreed.
Like, bro, like, because once I'm able to get that out of the way, let's assume I could just work. I'm doing 5, maybe 6 days a week of work. Spend some time with the girl. Like, I will have time for the brand.
Yeah.
I would have, because my mind is on one thing. Because you know how like people don't do stuff because it's too much. That's what I'm facing right now. It's so many things at once. It's like, fuck.
Yeah.
But if I just had like one thing that was taking up a lot of like, I guess, time or something.
Yeah.
Like, I know that's the one thing, and then the brand can be the second. So right now my head is facing like 10 things at
And
once.
yeah.
So I'm just kind of like, I might have time, but I'm just kind of like, because it's like that 2 hours of time that I have to do stuff. I could be doing this, I could be doing this, I could be doing this. It's like, which one do I pick? I'm just gonna watch Netflix. I'm just, so I'm dealing with that. Like, it's too many things at once to focus on. So it's like, fuck.
Yeah, dude, that's literally what happens. It's very, very, very weird. I think you just get like overwhelmed with like, oh, so many things to do, and it's like, oh, if I don't do any of them, then they're equally okay.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah. My dad, he would always tell me. I mean, even now he tells me that you can never like hide from the work you have to do, and it's like the more you look for ways for not tackling it, the more difficult and kind of like
Gets worse.
powerful it gets.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Facts.
oh, I have to like say I have to go get like a photograph taken for my passport, right? I'll probably be like, okay, I gotta do it in a week. Cool, I'll keep putting it off. And then eventually I'll go and do it, and that day Staples is closed.
Yeah.
And then I'm fucked because then I have to go for my appointment.
Exactly.
And yeah, so he's always like, even if you're making like small steps, and what I do is I just choose like one thing, and I literally just like toss a coin or go on Google and write all my tasks in that spinning wheel thing, and then ask it to choose an option for me.
So my own issue of like, okay, yeah, you gotta pick one thing. It's like you can only do that when like the multitude of things, like, they're not necessarily like affecting your stability.
Oh yeah,
right?
100%.
If you're stable and you still have a bunch of things, you can pick one.
Yeah.
But like, you know, being a immigrant and all this stuff,
Yeah.
to get that stability is to be sure that okay, I don't have to
Worry about like paperwork,
all that
documentation,
stuff,
and stuff.
right?
Yeah.
In my case, it's like making sure I'm fit enough to get a master's.
Yeah.
Making sure that I do the master's fine and I don't do bad in my grades and all that stuff, right? But then at the same time, I don't want to ask my mom for money all the time.
True. True.
Like I don't want to ask her for money at all, really.
Yeah.
And so it's like, okay, now I've got.
What if you sell her some of your merchandise?
I mean,
Your mom.
that could be something.
Yeah.
Right, but yeah. So it's just the things that like I have to put my brain on. They kind of affect my stability in a sense. So it's like, that's it. So if I could just like, if my mind was just on, say, making sure my girlfriend is happy, making sure that I contact my family more, making sure that I put more time in the back. If that was it, I'd be fine because those things don't affect my stability.
Yeah. 100%.
Right?
I get it, man. Like, I think just because I go through the same shit as being an immigrant. So, like, just the amount of extra paperwork and just documentations, and every year you have to, like, do something more. And the number of English exams I've given to prove the fact that I can speak the fucking language after spending like
That's
7
actually-
years here.
That's funny as hell. That it's still like, I don't really get to like, how can they look and see that you've done this amount of time in an English school?
Yeah.
And still question that, like,
Because they
you know
make
English
money,
and-
man. It's like the testing company is probably paying some money to the government, right? And until now, everybody was doing the IELTS or TELF exam, and they were both. One was American, I think the other one is British.
I think IELTS is British.
British, I think
TOEFL
so.
should be American.
American. But then now Canada was like, oh, why do we miss out on getting this money? So they released their form called CELPIP. And it is like, dude, just A for apple, B for ball. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
But also on the other hand, think it's fair. It's better to have like a system. Like one of my favorite things about the Canadian immigration system is it's very, at least in my experience, it has been very like direct. It's like you have this list of requirements you need to meet. If you have them, usually there's no issue. But if you don't, then there's an issue.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, once you're dealing with like immigration stuff, and it's something you can't just like not think about all the time, because that's the most important thing,
I
right?
did that for a long time until January.
January.
Because in my head, you would get some information.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay, yeah, that's all I need. Go do it. But at the same time, in the process of doing that thing, I knew that, the information I found, I only read till this point.
Yeah.
There was still all of this to read.
Oh.
Right? So I just like, I'm just gonna use this and like.
Yeah.
And so in January, I just said I'm gonna expose myself to everything. The rest of that information. I was like, fuck, I'm actually fucked. And so now I'm just kind of like in this correctional phase to like, I'm getting an internship, applying to the masters, getting all my documents together, this, that. So I'm like, but when I first exposed it to myself, dude, I was low-key depressed for like a week or two.
Yeah.
A week or two only because for some reason, I guess my mind is strong or something like that. But I feel like for most people, it would have been... Because I talk to my other friends, it's like they're doing what I did, just ignoring all the information. Something, you're ignoring the rest.
Dude.
You're just ignoring it.
Yeah.
And so they're still doing it till now. I'm like, yo, you're going to be fucked when you open that.
Thingy? Yeah. Dude,
so
ignorance, that's why they say ignorance is bliss.
It's bliss, bro. I do just open it up and try and fix it. And that's what I'm trying to do right now, fix it. And so the thing is, I started a brand when I still had this much
information.
right?
Yeah, when things are good.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, I can run the brand, all that stuff. And when I opened, I was like, shit. All my brands, all the attention I paid to the brand, just went from like, because it was at least taking up like 40% of my time.
Yeah.
Went down to like 5%. So I haven't really been doing much in the brand. I'm doing all this other stuff to like, again, get my stability. Get myself like in a spot where it's like, okay, I'm fine now.
True.
So that's, yeah.
Did you think about like switching your brand's like whole idea completely, and it's like, no, this is to be depressed. you don't know, you shut up and you listen to everybody. You have no individual thought of your own.
You have no free will, bro.
Yeah, no free will.
Bro, nah, bro. Because like, man, but that was one good thing I did. Like, because that 2 week or 1 week of depression, like I knew it was gonna happen. That's why I didn't open myself to that information.
Yeah.
But then it was like, I'm glad I did. You know, I went through that down phase, and now I'm actually actively working towards like
better things.
Right? You know, I actually have a few things. I think I'll finish my bachelor's now. I'll start the master's and then get that done as well. And then, you know, I guess I'll know what things look like from there. But now I actually have a somewhat of a plan.
Nice.
There might be some information I'm not looking at, but I feel like I've exposed myself to most of it. Like most of what would cause me trouble in a year or two from now.
Yeah.
I'm actually like, okay, I've set things out. I know what I'm doing now. It's like, okay, let's just go. Let's just fucking go. But dude, having things or having plans that are like longer than like a week or two out, because this plan is a 2-year plan, 2 to 3 years. It's so annoying, bro.
Dude.
Because it's like, dude, I gotta wait 3 years to get what I want. Because I'm constantly in my head. I'm like, nah, fuck all this stuff. Let me do more stuff for the brand. But I actually can't. I literally cannot.
Yeah.
It's gonna fuck me up terribly. So you know, so I'm like, fuck, man. So in 3 years, that's when I'm gonna be able to spend more time on it and all that. So I'm like, shit. So yeah, I'm fucking it right now.
But that's sick, man. Like you're able to identify, okay, I can't run away from this problem, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna go into this head first, really realize and be like, okay, what is this? Felt shitty, obviously. You know, bad news is never like easy, right? But you have to get through it, and then you did, and then you now have worked your way enough that you kind of have like a plan and a direction. Which is pretty sick, man. I went through almost the same thing last year too. Once I was like finishing off my work permit, I was like, cool, got applied to school, got my admission, everything in order, pretty much in time. Applied for my study permit and got like denied because there was like some issue with like the form that shows like proof of finance.
Yeah.
Then we did it again, and then that got denied. And dude, I was shattered. I was pretty on a low point. And I still remember like talking to my dad about it. I was like, you know, it's like I've worked like 7 years doing everything right, and you know, being in this new land, new country, and I did my part, but I feel like I'm being, you know, left out to dry.
Yeah.
But then obviously dad talked me down, and then how you started the brand, I started doing this. Right? I was like, I guess I'll share my sorrows with the world.
Dude, that, bro. Like, so that I went through that as well. That exact thing. Only you, like, you didn't have an issue mid-school because you got your work permit.
Yeah.
So, right? But then, so I think your thing was to, I guess you didn't look at the points. You didn't necessarily calculate the points.
Yeah. So my issue was more for my issue was mainly the points.
Because if you had enough points, you wouldn't have had to do a study permit again, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
No idea about the point, and that's also like a huge thing. Like for example, we worked that fundraising gig for almost 2 years.
Yeah.
And then after 2 years, now when I'm applying for my PR, I come to realize that work doesn't even count for my PR.
It doesn't.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, luckily, thankfully, I had a friend who was like, oh, come and do this like admin assistant job.
Mm-hmm.
So then I went and I was like, oh, cool. Then I have like 1 year of qualified work experience that counts under CEC.
Oh, you were working full time at the fundraising thing? You were on work permit the whole time?
No, say that again. No, I was on my school. I was finishing school when I had started with them.
Oh.
And then I went my PGWP, and my first 2 years of my work permit, I was with fundraising gig.
Fuck, bro.
Yeah. So if I knew that, I wouldn't get points, I would have then just gone and done like an admin job.
Yeah.
But then the admin job is, really dull and boring. And it's like you just sit on a desk and like send some emails.
Yeah.
Right? Compared to, okay, you're actually going and I guess begging. I guess admin job is better.
Bro, I hated fundraising so much, bro. If it was
warm.
If it was warm, dude, if I didn't have to be on my feet the whole time.
Or if I had a gun, dude. Asking money for charity, holding a weapon is easier.
Dude, if you changed that, put it in an office instead of approaching people, just calling people, I would fucking loved it.
Yeah.
I would have done very well.
Yeah.
Better than I did. Because, my issue was I didn't want to talk to anyone.
Yeah, you were lazy.
I was lazy as fuck.
I hate everything.
But it came from being cold.
Oh, yeah.
Like people...
It is very justifiable to be like, I hate this.
Yeah, but like it also came from a place of like, the way I've always seen myself is this grandiose. I have this thing in my head.
Yeah.
So me approaching people and all that stuff. When they would like
say no,
when they would say no, or when they would look at me a certain way before I approached them, I was disgusted by them.
Yeah.
I was like, "What? You don't look at me like that." That was what was going in my head. So I was just like, "No."
You're gonna say no to me? I don't want to talk to you.
It's like fuck off, mate. But if you did that, like if you just switched to, that's why I kept asking Hawley. So I said Ollie, is there a way we can do this over the phone?
Yeah.
He said he tried it before, but it didn't really work. I was like, okay, bro, like fine, bro. So I thugged it out for 2 years as well. It's like, bro, I hated every bit of it, bro.
Yeah.
My bank account was also suffering. It was like
many things
at once. I was like, yo, this is crazy, bro.
That just says like how big of an impact we're able to have on each other.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think most of us continued to do the job because of the people.
Yeah.
Right? And like the environment we had and how everybody was like close. Everybody looked forward to like team bond.
Yeah.
Right? And we had good times.
It was good for my resume too.
Yeah.
Like in a sense where it's like at that time, because I was 18, 19, like the only jobs I would have gotten, would have been grocery store jobs, all that kind of stuff. I have that same grandiose. I look down on those jobs.
I'm not gonna bag grocery.
I'm not gonna be the one.
I am flipping no burgers for you, mister.
Yeah, it cannot be me.
Yeah.
And so like, I was like, I'd much rather, even if I'm not getting paid enough, because I literally left a job that was stable, but I was a merchandiser.
True.
So,
no way.
As I left that for the front, and I did it for a bit. The good thing about that in my resume, despite not getting paid, was it allowed me to get jobs where I can use my mind. I can talk to people. I can manipulate situations and all that stuff. Or which eventually led to, I guess, I've always been tech savvy. So it's like, once it comes to these kind of jobs, you have to use like a CRM and all that stuff. And so, now I'm using my mind. I'm also using my tech savviness. It's like, so that helped me get that. Because the first barrier to those kind of jobs is the ability to communicate and like convince people to, or explain things to people. The ability to present, to do all that stuff.
Yeah.
So that really helped for my resume. So I just used it to get like jobs and jobs after that. I'm not gonna say that part, but there was a it helped me climb pretty well. I was like, okay, This is but then that 2 year period, dude, I was broke as hell, bro.
Dude, I was at the
so
food
broke.
bank.
I didn't even know what food bank was back then.
I found out, and I was like, oh, cool.
Bro, I was just lucky to have my mom.
Hmm.
Like she would send me school fees.
Yeah.
I would use part of my school fees to survive, to pay rent, to eat.
Yeah.
That's how bad it was. And I just wouldn't tell her, and I'll be like, "Oh no, sorry, like I did this with this.
Yeah.
Can you send me some more so that I can like pay my next school fee?"
Sorry, I use it all on drugs.
Yeah. But then like the funny thing is, low key, she probably was supposed to be doing that.
Yeah.
Because of you're not really supposed to be like fending for yourself completely at 17, 18, 19.
I think 18 is it's harsh,
Yeah.
but I think it's a good place. Not completely removing and detaching support, but like
yeah, to have some at least.
some at least,
good
like
amount,
you know, in case you do fall and you know need a helping hand or need a cushion for a few months. And once you have that, I think that's kind of like a privilege to have that. Like you know, I did have my parents to like kind of fall back on.
I'm glad I had that privilege, bro. Because dude, like at 18, the reason why it's not good at all for that 17, 18, 19, 20-ish, 21 even, is because you don't have, for one, especially in our situation, you can only work 24 fucking hours. Actually, back then, dude, 20 hours.
20 hours. Yeah, I remember.
You have to pay rent. You have to eat at the same time.
Yeah.
Then to get a job, you have to have experience because everyone was right?
Dude, that's the biggest scam. It's like you need experience to get a job, and to have experience, you need to have a job.
And you're only 18. You're only 19.
Yeah.
Where are you going to get that experience from?
Yeah.
So it was just this like, I think she was supposed to be doing that. For some reason, I felt bad about it because, again, I don't want to ask her for stuff. But I felt bad the whole time. I was low-key even depressed. Like, I mean, I was fat back then, innit? Like, you could, like, I had but that depression started from Amazon. I did Amazon when I was 17. God. Ha! Dude. That was my first job ever. Terrible, bro. I did Amazon, then Walmart.
That's crazy, though. Like, you shouldn't be allowed to work in a warehouse if you're not legal age to, you know, get fucked.
No, wait. Okay. It took me I was 18. Sorry.
Yeah, 18 would make sense.
It took me a long time to get a job. I remember. Yeah.
They're like, oh, we gotta wait till we're 18.
It took me a very long time to actually, because again, 3 years of experience at least. This years of experience, I could not get anything.
Oh, those hate me, man. Yeah, and 5 years of experience. Dude, you just want an old guy.
Yeah, right? It's like, because back home, the way they raised us, or at least the people I was around, I went to like private school and all that stuff. Like, a lot of us were just, you're in school, and I went to boarding school, or you're at home. There's no work experience.
Yeah, like, we even like back, because you're from Nigeria, right? So even in India, like similar thing, like we as kids, we don't do like, oh, in the summer I'm going to internship at this local store.
You don't do that. No,
your parents love you. They don't sell you off in the summer to go work.
Yeah, literally, it's just you're strictly in school. Like, go. So your living expenses are taken care of by your parents. Your all that's taken. And so when I got dropped off like here of my own demands, I was like, yeah, please, I want to go school, because I didn't trust that the tech industry in Nigeria is good. So I wanted to come here instead. And then now the tech industry is terrible because of AI. No one's getting jobs. Yeah. Stupid, isn't it? Yeah. But so when I got dropped off here, I couldn't say I volunteered for anything. I could not say anything. Yeah. Unless I just straight up lied. A lot of people were lying.
Dude, everybody lies. On a resume, that's the only place legally they say you can lie.
Yes. But my problem was I can't like...
Can't lie.
I couldn't do it. Dude, I really
that's a good thing to have.
Yeah. And then I eventually had someone else like write my resume for me. Lied like crazy. That dude just lied my resume, and then I eventually like... I didn't have him do it. I copied his resume. That's what I did. So I copied it. It's like, okay, cool. And then it was like, that's when I was able to get my first job after 7 months of searching. Is that not insane? But So yeah, I was 18 when I got into Amazon.
Amazon.
But yeah, that period of time, man. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
It had that period of time had me really thinking I was just a fat boy. Because I came from and do you know like where that period like and this includes the fundraising time too.
Yeah.
I was an athlete in school. I was a whole athlete, the fastest kid in the school. Right? And like, all of a sudden like I gained a bunch of weight and all that stuff. And then that became my identity. That small 2-year period it became my so that period was really, really bad for me, bro. Terrible.
But look at you now, man.
Yeah, but like this is just what I look like in high school.
You beat the shit out of that fat kid, and now look at you, Jack.
Nah, bro, this is just me in high school again. Same, except maybe a bit more jacked or whatever. Right?
Dude, if you were this jacked in high school,
no, I was slim, but like I was a big kid somehow.
Big kid,
right? But it's like it's so crazy how like a small period in your life can potentially define the whole thing.
Dude,
I really thought
it's one or two decisions that you make in your like life.
Yeah.
And it's like I remember Aiden, her boss, he used to say this. He was like, keep working in the micro and make decisions in the macro. It's like just don't worry about like, oh, this will happen. Just keep doing it. And when you choose to just like, make those hard decisions, when I'm guessing you would have been like, okay, I'm tired of being this fat kid. I want to change myself. I'm not happy with the way I look. And then you went your way and be like, okay. And now I'm sure you feel a lot better because you, A, are the person who felt that. B, you're the person who went through that and saw your deepest points. And C, you're the person who's now defeated and kind of overcome it.
Yeah.
So it's like also like, you know how you play a video game and you unlock like skill points and you can unlock more abilities, and then you finish the game and then you restart it with all the abilities unlocked and you get the first boss and you're like, fuck you, dude. Easy.
Right.
So that's pretty sick, man. What kind of movies do you have like in Nigeria? Like what's the basic genre that is mainly consumed?
I guess I can't really say for Nigeria, but what I grew up around, we used to watch The Flash. We used to watch Austin and Ally. I guess Nickelodeon. Also, it would be like my generation, Nickelodeon. It was iCarly, The Victorious, Adventure Time. That's cartoons.
Yeah. What was the two twins, the Zach and Cody?
Yeah, my friends did, but I didn't. I think that was Disney.
That was Disney,
I never had Disney. I used to watch Austin and Ally on legal websites. Because my sister loved it so much. So I just watched it with her sometimes. I didn't even really watch Naruto until like a bit later on a legal website.
Yeah.
But like that's what my friends used to watch. The older generation, like my parents and all that stuff, they'll be like Yoruba movies, all that stuff, which we also like grew up watching. It's just most of us don't remember the names and all that stuff because when we were watching this, we were like 7, 6.
Oh yeah,
8.
that makes sense.
Yeah, and that's so we don't really remember that stuff. But as far as movies specifically, it was probably still Nickelodeon-esque stuff.
More like family and kids and just like
Rags. I don't know if you remember the movie Rags.
Rags? No, I don't think I've seen Rags.
Someday I'm gonna think of the palace. I don't know if it's those like musicals shows. It was like they'll be saying something and they'll just end up singing and dancing. Like those kind of shows.
I've not even seen High School Musical.
Me too.
Yeah, I there's huge craze about it. It's for me, I look at it as like white people lore. That's what they grew up. They get excited talking about.
Yeah, dude. Despite watching all the like white people stuff and all that stuff, back I didn't really understand the idea of race. I really did not. I just kind of like, you know, I would see like, you know, rarely like once every like 8 years a white dude or something like that.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't like, because back home we used to prostrate.
Oh, like touch the feet?
Yeah, you greet your elders that way.
Oh,
right?
nice. Like proper feet?
You touch the ground.
Oh, you touch the
You
ground.
have one leg up, you touch the ground.
Oh,
Right?
that's nice.
That's how you greet the male elders and the female elders. Yeah, both of them. And then the ladies would greet the elders like by they kind of like squat in the sense that they get back up. It's like, morning, ma'am, something like that, right? So it's like, I remember this one white dude. I tried to greet him like that too. He just kind of ignored me. He didn't really understand what that was. But now that I think on it, it's kind of like, it looks weird because that way of greeting to a white person and giving them black, it was just kind of weird.
That's a horrifying culture.
Right? So it was just like, you just ignore me. But like in general, I didn't really get the idea of like, you know, race. I didn't really understand. Because when I came here, I was just kind of like, oh, these lot look different. It's like, okay, cool. Okay, nice, cool. But I didn't get the idea of race in the sense where it's like, people actually think about it.
Yeah.
Where it's like, they actually like...
And I think it's because... I don't know. It might be different in Nigeria, but in India, we don't like. Okay, we definitely have like, you know, prejudices, and we have like caste systems on their own. But race was never like a hot topic.
It was more
like,
class.
And it was like, cool, man. Whatever you are, you're cool. I'm gonna judge you nonetheless. So right, because I guess it's like we have like so many people there. You can't really be bothered by like, okay, I can't hate you for based on your color of your skin, right?
But we didn't even really have color of skin. Because, okay, there was fair people. Okay, maybe there were like biases.
Yeah.
Because we have fair skin, which is what people call light skin here. But light skin here is basically a mix of races. This is just, she's black or he's black, but he's very light skinned. That's a fully Nigerian person, right? So like that was the only like thing. But it wasn't like they're not a race, they're just fair skinned. And so when I came here, I still did not register it until like I started getting into the media and all that stuff. And I started to see how like people actually like think about it. So I was like, whoa. Really? And then I too started like thinking about it just a bit more. But my base till now, I don't really like what's the word? I don't process things in that way until people like bring it up.
Yeah.
Like,
dude, that's and it's always crazy whenever people like bring up race, and it's always like the white lady who's like, oh no.
Yeah. No, it's not even in jokes. It's even in jokes. Like I don't even think about it in that way, right?
Oh, like this is like being like derogatory to my race or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so like even till now, like I would have a friend at work say something, I'm like, you know, like bro. You know? So I'm like, I still don't think about it in that way.
Yeah.
Right. And so when I was watching these like, you know, taking it back, when I was watching these like Austin and Ali stuff, my mind was processing it like, you know, how do I put it? It just processed it. It didn't filter it with race. Right?
Yeah.
It just kind of like processed it and all that stuff, right? So we would love, you know, the Austin and Ali's, you know, the Justin Biebers. That's not sure, but like, you know, we would just kind of like these like these things, and you know, we just kind of liked it because this is cool.
Yeah. How come you chose Frankenstein?
Because it is. I kept getting it recommended. I kept seeing it
On your Netflix?
on my TikTok.
Oh, on your
Like I'll just be on TikTok. The first thing I saw.
What's your For You page if you're getting like Frankenstein?
Because like I was first of all getting what for some reason my algorithm shows me. I guess I just have a girl's kind of preference to a lot of things, right? Because I was seeing, but I also like have a lot of female friends on there anyway.
Yeah.
So I was seeing a lot of, maybe they reposted it, maybe that was what happened. I don't know. But my I was seeing a lot of Wuthering Heights. I was just like seeing a lot. So okay, I want to watch this with my girl then. Go watch it. Okay, cool. fucking love it.
Yeah.
So I was searching up on it. I was like, look, I was seeing what people were saying about it too. A lot of people hated it.
Ooh.
Or like, and a lot of people loved it too. I was amongst the people who loved it, whatever. And then I kept seeing Frankenstein pop up. Oh, Frankenstein pop up and all that stuff. Did it mess up anything?
Not that it seems so. I think it's good.
Yeah. So I saw Frankenstein, but I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch it then. It took me a while, and then I eventually like watched it. I was like, oh, I just wasn't as impressed, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
I wasn't as impressed as Wuthering Heights, right?
Yeah.
Only because I'm a very harsh critic.
Ooh, I like that.
like naturally, I cannot help but, especially with like acting,
Yeah.
because I've done a bit of film directing and all that stuff. But that's not even why. I've just always been that way. I've just when I watch movies, I'll be like, he's not a very good actor. I'll just in the back of my head,
He's just gassed already. Like, who does he think he is?
Yeah. And so I was seeing people like hype it up, like, yo, that was some good. And then I watched it. I was like,
Yeah.
it's not giving me Leonardo DiCaprio level of like.
Yeah,
Even Wuthering Heights didn't give me that. It
Yeah.
just hit me in an emotional way because I related to it like very well.
Yeah. Okay.
Right? But like this one, it was like there was no emotion for me, so I was just plain like it was just that brain analyzing. I was just kind of like, cool.
Cool. Did you ever read like the original Frankenstein or watch any other Frankenstein
Yeah. As a kid,
as a kid?
or maybe I would see it as an episode in a cartoon show.
Yeah. Oh, there's that movie Hotel Transylvania.
Oh yeah.
Where is that kid who marries falls in love with the daughter of Dracula, and so they have this like huge commentary of like Frankenstein and Miss Frankenstein and the family.
I would see it pop up here and there.
Yeah. I used to do this during. You ever did SATs for college?
No, we only had. I remember only like in each set it would be like 3 to 5 people who would do it, and they're usually like the valedictorians of the school.
The
The
nerds.
rest of us just wouldn't even do it because it's like, yeah, that was what they did. So I never did SATs, and like I would have done terribly because, dude, I am the worst. That's why I'm so annoyed I have to be in school. I hate learning more than anything. I would rather like.
That's a smart thing to say.
I know, bro, right? But like, dude, I hate learning more than everything. Like, I would much rather like.
Do you hate learning as in like the idea of like spending time to learn something, or do you hate the idea of like being in that fixed classroom and then
Classroom,
reading
a textbook and memorizing for an exam.
so you hate school instead of like it's not like I don't want to learn it. I've learned everything I need to know so far.
When I'm interested in something, I'm OCD. I'm just kind of like, yo,
yeah.
What's this about? But like, but in general, I do hate like reading stuff. Just reading in general. I'd much rather learn by making mistakes.
Yeah.
Or like someone directing me, literally.
Like a mentor.
Yeah, or like videos. That kind of. I learned quite a bit with videos, right? Excel, all that stuff. I just put up a video to learn it.
Dude, YouTube is so good for that. Just having access to like pretty much anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I've always hated it so much.
Yeah.
Like I have a severe disdain for it. And so what was the point that you there was something you was So there's no way for me to have took the SATs. There's absolutely like I would have done terribly, bro.
Yeah.
Because I've always been so since I was young, there's always been this thing where it's like it's almost like I'm too nonchalant. And so the general idea is like, this kid is not very smart, like
yeah, or like he doesn't really care about it.
No. In Nigeria, just assume you're dumb. That's what they assume. They assume. But then I had an aptitude for maths because you don't have to learn, you just do it.
Yeah,
it's like the laws of,
and it's very like binary, right?
Yeah.
It's right or wrong.
Yeah.
There's no like, oh maybe.
Yeah, you just kind of like it's almost like it's speaking to you as you're doing it. So I just had this aptitude for maths, and so I all of a sudden at like grade 8, I started doing terribly well in maths. So, oh fuck, where the fuck did he come from?
Am I a genius?
Right? So I had these like sparks, but it wasn't enough for me to go say I was gonna go do the SAT.
Yeah.
Right? But if I was someone who actually enjoyed learning and all that stuff,
Yeah.
I would probably have been top 4 in the class. Maybe top. I don't know. I would have been up there because of like like I've noticed when I actually like know stuff, or when people seem smarter than me, it's usually a result of knowledge gap. I've tested it over and over and over and over again. I'm just kind of like, yo, this dude seems smart. Oh, no. Cool. And then as I get to like, when I'm communicating with them, I'm like, just kind of analyzing back, like, why did I think they were so smart? It's usually just knowledge gap. They just have studied more. They've looked into something. I'm like, yeah. Okay, that makes sense. That's so. That's the conclusion I've come to as to like why. Things like the SATs, I never did them.
Yeah.
It's just because I could not be asked to actually study.
Yeah.
Feel that knowledge gap.
And I think it's crazy that we're just expected that everybody should be into that mold. I think it has like really good benefits of learning collaboration, learning to work with other people. Especially in school, you're just with people of your own age. And there's this huge debate of like, oh, is school really even important these days? And like, kids are being forced, but it's nice because you have like a structured way of going about things.
Didn't work for me.
It doesn't for a lot of people, man. A lot of people like go through that system and realize like this is not for them, and that's why like universities have such high like dropout rates because they're outside. Oh, I have to finish 12th, and they come for uni and they're like, dude, this really blows.
Yeah.
Right.
It's so awesome, mate.
And especially with like how serious teachers make school to be, where it's like, oh, dude, this is life and death. If you don't know the multiplication of like 12, you're gonna be a loser in your whole life. And when you come at university and this guy is a hippie, he smokes weed on his downtime, and he's coming and teaching you math. Right? So just like there's a huge disconnect also between like higher education and high school. Yeah. But I was surprised, man, when you mentioned Frankenstein. So I did SATs because I was applying for school in the States and Canada. I only applied to one in the States because obviously 2016 was around when I moved to 2017. So 2016 was when like Trump got elected, and there was a lot of uncertainty of what was going to happen with the prices, and the Canadian dollar was just a lot more affordable. So then I decided, okay, UBC, UFT, they don't even need SATs. But during SATs, they used to have a column, and SATs had like a math section, a reading section, and a writing section. In the writing section, they used to have like prompts for essays. And one of the prompts talked about like, oh, like creator and creation. And so we were told like, oh, whenever you get this kind of prompt, you should always use the Frankenstein story as an example, because it's like, oh, this crazy scientist who created a monster out of death. When everybody was like, oh, this is impossible. And so, but watching this movie now was really interesting to see and just realize how how differently I connect with the story overall. Right? I mean, as a kid, you're able to really enjoy that idea of like, oh, this is just sci-fi and the monsters created. Now, when I saw this movie, I was like, dude, this is pretty scary, Like I saw this movie and I was like, this is one of the movies that will kind of be shown if AI ends up being really bad. Right? Because the things they say, it's like, oh, so sometimes God is not enough and we need something else, and disobedience is the only way forward for growth. And I'm like, dude, what if like AI is like maybe, the only way for world peace is being disobedient and removing the problem and creating life, and then just gets rid of humans. So Yeah, I really enjoyed this movie. How many times have you seen it?
I only saw it at one time.
One time.
I guess I remember most of it.
That's
Like in general, like I remember most of it because I have a thing of like I don't like repeating movies. So I
Oh
only see it
wow,
once.
that's a cool thing.
Yeah, except some like Lion King,
Yeah.
Wuthering Heights, uh, everything. I used to watch that one I watched that when I was like
The
15.
everything all at once kind of
No,
no.
everything. That was the name.
Everything. What's in that?
It was about Amanda Stenberg. It was this lady who like she had a disease where it's like she couldn't be exposed to regular air. If not, she would die. So she had to live in a bubble.
Ah.
Right. Yeah. She had to live in a very like bubble that was like scientifically like done so that she gets a specific kind of oxygen or something like that, so that she doesn't die from the regular oxygen. But and then she fell in love with this dude who happened to like make her want to take it off because I want to kiss her. I want to kiss her.
I think I've seen clippets from that movie when it had come out.
Amanda Stenberg.
Yeah, of like maybe it was a different movie, but the plot was pretty same. Of like a sick girl and the guy comes and he's like, "No, but you should be free from your restraints of being stuck in this house." And she's like, "Dude, I will die if I take this up." And he's like, "But I just want to kiss you."
Yeah, so literally that's those are the only ones I've repeated. But why'd you ask if I've repeated Frankenstein?
Because I don't necessarily like look out to rewatch movies I've already seen. I prefer watching movies I've not seen because then I'm like, oh, I don't know anything about the story. I'm always more invested in a movie I've not seen. So I was really invested in Frankenstein because I'd not seen this one before, and I was like, okay, this is Guillermo the something, the director for this movie.
Oh, I don't know.
Guillermo del Toro. He's apparently a big name in Hollywood, but I think he did a pretty interesting job of just telling this very iconic story. But
If that story is if it's to the T of like the book,
Mm-hmm.
it was gotten from a book, right?
so it sticks to the main, not necessarily all the main points, but the main idea and the source material for that is the book.
If it's that how he was created and the context behind that, that stuff, how he ended up hating Victor,
Yeah.
all that stuff. And I feel like he did a good job. For me, it was just the acting in particular.
Yeah.
It was just like Victor was a great actor because I hated him. I hated him so much. Great actor. I usually that's how I judge. It's like, if you make me feel a certain way towards you, fuck off. I hate you.
Dude, that's literally such an important thing of like when you have somebody you hate on screen, that means they've done such a good job, right? Dude,
he's a great actor.
One of the best, and poor soul, man, he had to like really hide away from the world because people really hated him.
That's how good that's generational talent, bro.
Yeah, I was literally talking to my brother recently, and because I think he's rewatching Game of Thrones right now, and Joffrey's obviously still alive, but we were just watching the scene, and I was telling him that in school, every morning before school started, all of like the guys in the class, they'll be like chilling on the top of the desk and just listening to music loud on their phone. And I still remember I'd come to class. I was one of the cool kids, so I used to sit on the side, watch these kids listen to music. One of them just comes and yells, "Joffrey's dead!" And dude, everybody was so happy. So yeah, so it's really interesting to have like somebody who everybody hates, and to choose to be like, okay, I'm gonna try and attempt to play this role knowingly that I have to be like a terrible and harmful and disgusting human being to shoot arrows at a stripper or just crazy.
But yeah, so as much as I hated Victor, like I was judging this whole thing like with a lens of like who's the good actor, who's the bad actor.
Yeah,
he was a great actor.
Victor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
Isaac? No, not Isaac. Oscar Isaac?
What was
That's
his
his
character?
name? That was Victor?
Oh, I didn't even check.
Yeah.
Check.
He's... I'm really bad with names.
But he
man.
was a bad.
Oscar Isaac.
But to me, he was kind of he was mediocre after like that, because you know there was the phase where he had his beard in the ship.
Yeah.
To me, it was a bit mediocre acting there.
Yeah.
You know, when it was like he's gonna come back, I was like, you know, this is kind of not very good acting. That's what I was thinking in my head. But then when I watched the whole thing and realized that's the same person acting as Victor. You know, the beardless and all that stuff.
Yeah, looking
Like,
clean.
he's a great actor. But the kid Victor.
Yeah. Wait, so what are you saying? You're like, oh, dude, this guy sucks. 10 minutes later, dude, this guy's really cool. And then in the end, you find out they're the same people.
Yeah. That's exactly what happened.
That's
then, like,
genius.
The kid Victor, trash actor, man.
Dude, when he starts speaking
Trash.
French, I'm like, oh, just shoot him.
Or like when his mom was bleeding,
Yeah.
the way he went to grab his dad. Why would you leave her to get in the ground? Are you dumb? The better acting would have been, you would have held the mom. You'd have been like, father, like he would have, you know, when he left the mom. He's like,
mon frère, mon frère.
I'm like, bro. So to me, it was quite horrible.
Papa.
I did not like, So my whole, the way my brain works, if you don't catch me emotionally, I'm constantly judging your acting skills.
Yeah.
That's why I love Leonardo DiCaprio. Great fucking actor.
Yeah, dude.
I haven't seen anyone better than him.
I've been talking a little bit about this since I've been doing the podcast. It's like we like actors that don't have the ability to keep you engaged, right? Or more importantly, you know, they grab your attention. The moment they come on screen, you don't really look at anything else. You're just focused on what this character has to say because they've embodied the character in a really confident way. And I, you know, like even Robert Downey Jr., when Iron Man speaks, everybody's like, whoa, dude. I just got to focus on him. And I felt definitely like throughout this movie, no acting performance really stood out. I don't think acting was like, a crazy focus. I think a lot of attention went into like just, what do you call it? Like just making the universe and adding the colors and things like that.
Yeah. I think this dude, Jacob Elordi, man, I can't lie. He's okay.
Yeah.
Because I just saw Wuthering Heights.
Oh yeah, true. He's
I just saw the Frankenstein. I'm like he's okay. Like, but then that's by my standards. Because I see the comments and people love it.
Yeah.
You know, they love his acting. It's like, you know, or they love either they love his acting or how good looking he is. I don't know which one it is.
I think it is because he obviously would be working hard to be where he is, but he is good looking. So, dude, it's hard to be mean to people who look good, right?
I guess, yeah. But like I was constantly judging. Like I picked up, like say with Wuthering Heights, there was a scene where it was like, you know, the beginning scene of when he first came in. Right, it was like this what you call it? It was this scene as to like, Kathy, what in the bullocks do you want to like? What do you want from me? Pretty much. That was, I was like, bro, like you didn't say that well, bro. You should have done a second take.
Second take, yeah.
But the rest of it, oh man, he was really good. He was really like he actually like I related very well to that character, very very well, right? But then Frankenstein, it was like, actually, no, you did a good job in Frankenstein as well. Okay, you know what my problem is? I think, you know when they say, like, you can see 12 positive comments, and you see one that gets you. I think that's what's going on in my head right now. Because actually, now that I'm actually processing it, it's like, oh, like, you actually did good for the most part. It's just I picked up this thing, and I'm like, I don't like that.
Yeah.
So that thing is making me think he's not really good in general. Because I'm comparing him to Leonardo DiCaprio. Maybe that's why.
Yeah.
'Cause when I-
He can do that.
I can't
He
do
can
that,
do
yeah.
that.
When I think of Leo,
Yeah.
like he's very like I rarely catch him making like it's so hard.
Yeah.
And it's when I'm doing this analysis, I don't do it intentionally. My brain just ends up like, it's kind of like when the movie's going, I have to feel immersed, and then the points where I feel not so immersed, that's when my brain just catches that. It's like, oh, that was bad acting.
Mm-hmm.
That was bad acting. So it's just kind of like I catch it by mistake.
Yeah. And it pops out, like when you feel like, oh, this line wasn't like said, like it could have been said better, or it could have been had more impact. For me, the only way I judge acting is because it's really hard, right? Like I try to do like these small skits or thingy for at the beginning of the episodes for the podcast, and I was doing this one for we saw Tenet. And in Tenet, I was trying to do this scene of like, oh, my roommate is like somebody. Have you seen Tenet?
Yeah.
Right. So
long time ago though.
So my roommate is somebody who can.
In Nigeria, actually.
Is in that
I
way.
think that was in the cinemas back home. Yeah.
Yeah. So my roommate can like invert himself, and so I made it in a way where I go to the washroom and it really stinks, and then I look at my roommate and my roommate is like, oh, it hasn't happened yet. Right.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'll play around that, and just coming up with like 3 shots and 0 dialogues, right? I just had to like act and mouth the words, and then I used like an audio from somewhere else. But it's hard, and then having to do that same thing like 27-30 times, especially with like based on like the directors also you get. You can have like somebody who's okay, there's some directors who prefer like 1 or 2 shots, like okay, we have it, I just wanted to get your natural. Or some people are like 40 shots. I want every angle.
Dude, if I was an actor,
Yeah.
I would be everyone's worst nightmare. I'll be taking 70 shots, 100 shots to get it right.
Yeah.
Because that's how badly my mind criticizes acting. It has to feel like it's actually happening. It genuinely has to feel that way.
Yeah.
Right? But then again, I would watch CW shows. Terrible acting. Terrible. The acting is so bad. It's really, really bad.
But it's something about bad acting too that makes it really fun.
Yeah.
When you watch like any slapstick comedy or almost anything that necessarily doesn't have to be like, oh, it looks like it's $1 billion like $1 million like production, and a lot of money has been spent. You see that impact of like, oh, the acting looks like a little bit left behind. But sometimes bad acting has its own thing, like a lot of like first movies that a lot of actors do, they do those storybook adaptations. Like they did Hunger Games, they did Journey to the Center of the Earth. They did have you seen The Mummy?
The Mummy.
With Brendan Fraser, I think. And The Rock, he was like the scorpion in it.
No. The Rock is also a mediocre actor to me.
Yeah. But
So yeah, bro.
Yeah.
I've caught The Rock's like, but then again, the thing is, The Rock is so popular. I've seen so many of his stuff.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm like, maybe that's why I'm able to criticize him so much, because if you've done so much, there's going to be a lot to criticize. Whereas if I've only seen just a few.
And also, like...
Unless you're Leonardo DiCaprio, sorry.
Now he came and did Smashing Machine, The Rock. And that was his first time doing a role outside his comfort zone. And obviously, and, making like more serious instead of like a more, oh, I'm an entertainer. Right? Because main Rock personality has been like, oh,
cool guy.
Yeah. Wrestling, and then obviously WWE. And now he's doing this thing where he changed it, and now he's back on like Jumanji's third part. They're filming it. So I think he found out what he's really good at and really amplified everything into doing that.
Yeah.
Not every actor is able to do as many movies as he can in each year, and that's why he has been like one of the biggest and most popular, and one of the most highest paid as well.
Yeah.
Right, just because of the amount of dedication he has for it. And I love actors like this who are like, I'm not really seeing them all over the news or in like, oh, they're making comments here or giving a speech here. No, I just want to see you once in a while in a movie and be happy with that.
Yeah. But like, The Rock is also kind of like, a lot of people would say, The Rock has acted one character for like 50 movies, bro.
Yeah,
it's
dude.
the same, but like it works. It fucking works.
And that's the funny part. The most is like,
Yeah,
you watch any of his movies, and same thing with like Kevin Hart also, right? It's they make that character who is also themselves all make sense somehow. Right? Like I was watching Ride Along last week, like Ice Cube, and I was like, this movie is so dumb. There's no reason, but it's so fun to watch.
Yeah.
And I can watch it like any time. And the reason I had asked like, oh, how many times have you watched it? Because for me, the main thing I look for in a movie is rewatchability. Like if I can sit down and watch this again and then go be like, dude, you guys have to see this movie and I'll watch it with you again.
Yeah.
And so
I guess okay, for me rewatchability is I it's not very predictable for me, I don't think. Like I can't really look at a movie like how do I put it? If I look back and see the movies I've rewatched, like there's no real pattern there.
Yeah.
Like it could be because if you connected to me like emotionally.
Yeah.
Or it could be some sort of sentimental thing. It could be because the acting was just so good. But then there's movies even when like the acting is so good, I still didn't want to watch it again. Right? So like I don't really know what like Wuthering Heights. Definitely, I'm gonna rewatch it when I get back home.
Yeah. Today.
Right, literally, I love it so much.
Dude, we'll get an episode for it. Dude.
Yeah, and the soundtrack, especially in the first like 20 minutes, there's this violin soundtrack that plays.
Yeah.
That shit hits me like a fucking punch. I'm like, yo, this is so like there's something. I don't know. I love violins, but only certain violin pieces I like.
Violin. Yeah. Oh, I thought violence. I'm like, dude, you are talking about music. Then now you're talking about. I love violence.
It was the movies have background tracks.
Yeah.
One of them I fucking loved it. Right? The name is Wall of Sound.
Wall of Sound is the name of the song that's being composed. Okay.
And the person who sang it was Charlie XCX. But I like the instrumental because again the violins. But she actually did a good job on the song. I actually like listening to her on the song too.
Very nice.
But so that added to the replayability for me. The fact that like a lot of the things he was doing, it spoke to me so much.
Yeah.
Because I've done some of the things he did. Like, or I've done something like that. Some of the things I did verbatim. I was fuck me, bro. That's crazy.
I always love when movies get that. Like, shit, dude.
Yeah. I was like, yo, that is my twin. But then, if I'm being honest, if any girl hears that, they're gonna look at me weird. It's like, because there was in general, like, he's a very odd character. So like that movie in general, he was an odd character in the movie.
Yeah,
honestly, right? But again, there was a lot of things that he did I related to very much, like minuscule things, like the things he would say, the things he would do. Like I was yo, I've literally done this before, or I've literally said something like this before, right? So that made it replayable for me. But like Frankenstein, like it's like how do I put it? Like I got the message, like I got it. Like once I watched it, it didn't smack me emotionally or anything. You know what? Maybe that's what it is for me. I think emotional. When it hits me emotionally, I want to rewatch. I think maybe that's what it is for me, right?
Yeah, because I was gonna ask, like, well, what is the main thing that you look for in movies? Like some people like music, some people like acting, some people like it has to meet like, it needs to hold up rationality and logic. Some people like just complete sci-fi. I want bullshit. I want some people. I don't even know. Some people. I mean,
I'm
people like
also,
different things.
yeah. Sometimes I'm also afraid to rewatch movies because I don't want to ruin it for myself because of that critique mind I have. So I
Yeah, because
like
then
that
you
this,
pick one thing and you're like,
yeah,
I can't watch this movie
yeah.
ever
Because I've
again.
already started rewatching Wuthering Heights. I've
Yeah.
already seen things that are like, but I like it so much anyway.
Yeah.
Right? But it's like,
Nice.
yeah. I also don't rewatch because of the way my brain works. I don't like that it destroys. It picks out movies like rubbish. It's such a critic. That
Really?
thing. It's
Yeah.
such a terrible critic.
I really like watching bad movies, man. There's something about bad movies that you just feel because I think the most during a bad movie,
Yeah.
you know, when it's a good movie, I've like zero brain activity happening behind my head, and I'm just watching a good story unfold compared to like something really bad. I'm just imagining how working on set that day would have been, and and you would have finished, and you like, oh, dude, this is what we did.
Yeah.
And then at the end of it all, this is what we're gonna be submitting
Yeah.
as the final cut.
Yeah, literally.
And the realization being like, this really sucked, but there's nothing we can do
Yeah.
here.
Have you seen Suits?
Yeah.
I cannot rewatch it, but I watched the whole 9 seasons.
Yeah, dude.
The acting is so bad. I cannot.
It's hard, and now I've come to this feeling of like I struggle with really bright TV shows or movies in general. It just something about it doesn't feel real, right? And something about it doesn't, and it takes me away. Like I don't know if you saw the new Suits that came out. It was based in LA this time, and they got like Harvey. They canceled it after one season. Terrible, terrible. And
Oh yeah, because I heard about that. Because they want Mike back.
yeah, and my like no,
The-
that's
the
crazy.
crowd wants Mike back. Mike
Yeah.
was actually a good actor.
He was great.
He was actually a good
Right.
actor. Harvey was a good actor as well.
Right. I don't even know if I saw Mike out of like that spot in Suits.
Yeah,
He probably did like a movie here and there
yeah,
after it and a few before.
yeah.
But it's very interesting. Like TV is very interesting, I guess, for actors, and they have
Yeah.
to like, oh, I'm gonna be this character for the next 10 years.
Yeah, dude, this lady, I'm thinking back again. This lady from Euphoria, Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah,
She was actually a good actor.
yeah.
People hate her.
Dude, people hate her
They
so
hate-
much. I don't
yeah.
get her. I don't get it. I
Yeah.
haven't like really like listened to her talk or anything.
Yeah.
But just the amount of hate somebody can give
It's
to
bad.
somebody else is
pretty bad,
unhinged.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Bro.
Right.
It's terrible. But I'm actually just thinking back. I'm trying to because talking about Suits. I'm thinking back on other shows I've watched that I actually liked. I liked Euphoria.
Yeah. It
She
is
was actually
Jacob
good.
Elordi.
He was
He's
there
in.
too.
That's where
Yeah.
he started. That was his, I think, like debut
It's
into.
Genesis. Okay, yeah. But Sydney Sweeney was a good actor. I remember cause she actually I remember I had emotions towards her character. I was just like, I was speaking something towards it. Like
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this person is a certain way. Like usually when actors get me like that,
Yeah.
it's like my brain is just kind of like, what's wrong? This like Victor.
Mm-hmm.
And that I'm like, I hate this guy.
Yeah.
When people I'm like, yo, I sit back, I'm like, yo, that's a good actor.
Yeah.
That's a really good actor, But
This movie had such a good cast because so you had Oscar Isaac as Frankenstein.
yeah. No. Jacob Elordi as Frankenstein.
So,
Oscar Isaac as Victor.
what is Victor's full name?
Oh, Victor Frankenstein. Okay. Well, you can't say that because
People get confused. People have okay, fair enough. But dude, this guy Oscar Isaac, he's one of the best sci-fi characters. Like if any actor is playing the actual multiverse of acting, he's done this. He's in Star Wars as Poe, like a fighter for the rebellion. He's Moon Knight in Marvel. He was the Apocalypse guy in the X-Men movie. So he's done that. and he's done a few things.
He's been the
more.
bad guy the whole time, right?
Yeah, he picks up these like really iconic
He has the
characters
face
in
for
a
it, bro.
yeah.
His face is so like, oh, bro.
Yeah.
He seems so evil, bro. He has an evil face.
Yeah. Oh, he's also in Dune. Dune. He's like I think Timothy's dad, the main guy.
Okay.
He's got a what I like to call like a relatable face. Like each character he plays, the audience believes that
Yeah.
he is playing that character,
Yeah.
and this person is not an actor playing a role, but just the person.
He has the face for it. He has
Right.
seriously the face for it. Like,
Even he's there in this movie. This Austrian actor who I really love, Christopher Waltz. If you know him, he's. Have you seen Inglorious Bastards?
yeah, I think so.
He's the main
sounds
German
familiar.
guy in there who's evil. Have you seen Django Unchained?
Yes.
He's the doctor, the dentist, who kind of gives Django his freedom and takes him like bounty hunting.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think I remember him.
Yeah, and he has like a very peculiar accent, and every time I see him in a movie, I feel like this movie is going to be a decent time.
Yeah.
So he chooses really wisely, and he's got a very bubbly personality that he plays in almost all of his movies. And you know that scene when he sees that Victor is kind of hitting on his niece who's already married, and is going to remind him that, hey, I know I've told you that I'll give you all the resources, but I don't want you to get distracted and don't fuck my niece. You know, she's kind of married to your brother.
Yeah. Oh, wait, is that Christopher?
Waltz.
Wait, really? The guy with syphilis?
Yeah,
I don't remember him in Django Chain. That's crazy.
yeah, he's the one. And oh man, when he falls, I was pretty like that was stuff hurt.
Yeah.
His skull gets crushed, and I was pretty sure that was gonna happen. Like Victor seemed pretty crazy.
Did I predict that?
I was like, they're gonna try and find something, or because he'd started the machine to make the monster ready, and now he was just setting up stuff. And obviously, they talked about like, hey, I have syphilis, and that's why I need you to
put my brain in the monster.
Yeah.
Let that be my body. And then he was like, no, like your brain is corrupted because of your syphilis, and so it's gonna corrupt my creation.
So I can't
Fuck
do
off.
this.
Yeah.
And then he's like, no, then I can't let this happen at all. And dude, also just negotiation tactics of like, you're in a risky place where anybody can push you off. Like, I would never argue with somebody next to a ledge.
Yeah, literally. Like, dude, no, that's not a thing I'm doing.
Safety first.
But let's try and actually like walk through each phase of the movie, because we have when he was a kid, when he grew up and became a scientist, the process between him building the Frankenstein,
Because his dad is also a doctor, right?
Yes.
And he first thinks that his dad is the one who caused his mother to die, and couldn't solve death, and that's what his dad also says. And such a beautiful line of like, yeah, nobody can cheat death or beat death. And it also very interesting, just like, has society, we love movies that say that stuff, but then we're like, oh, let's do everything that makes us look younger.
Yeah, no, literally.
Is that duality?
That's actually I like that conviction he had. Is to like when his mom died, and then he like, I am going to be the one to cheat them.
Yeah,
I really like that.
yeah, because he thinks his dad failed as a doctor. He wasn't able to do it, and he's like, you could have saved her and you didn't. And his dad is like, no, I did my best. And he's like, okay, then teach me everything you know, because you probably don't know everything. And then I'm gonna go and learn and how to cheat that.
I actually really didn't like his dad. Like that thing, spanking him.
So Tyrion. No, Tywell. No, he's like the same Lannister dad from Game of Thrones. Tywin Lannister.
Oh yeah, that is
who dies on the shitter.
That's crazy. I hated him.
Yeah.
Oh man, in my head, You know that bad actor, good actor.
Yeah.
Actually, when he's a good actor. Like when I was watching Frankenstein, but I didn't know that was actually Tywin Lannister. Too, so it makes sense now that you said that, right? But I didn't like him because he was like spanking his hand. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, when he goes and hits. Oh, dude. So when I saw the movie, this is a question I like to ask people. You ever get hit as a kid growing up?
Yeah.
Right?
Like mad.
Yeah, me too.
Bro.
All my white friends, never.
Like we have a whole generation of people who are just fucked by that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, mommy used to beat me, or like teacher used to do that. Like, yo, like, why is this normal?
Yeah.
You know, he used to beat us like, and I hate it so much because of like, it's like where it came from is so dark. I'm like, fuck me, like, really, bro? Like, that's what you kept?
Yeah.
It's like, bro, because it has a very dark background, the whole spanking and all that stuff, right? But
I didn't pick up on that.
no, I realized that years later. I'm like, just looking back, it's like, why are you spanking kids? Like,
Yeah, we never had spanking. That is weird.
yeah, it's very, very. Oh, what were you talking about then?
Oh, just like being hit by your parents for doing dumb shit.
Yeah, that's spanking, isn't it?
No, but you can like slap a kid, and spanking is just like. Wait, so spanking is specific to like.
No, spanking could be like with a belt, with some, with a cane, like in Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's also like
Spank.
that stuff. Or
yeah, technically, yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, he hit his face. That's why I didn't like it. I was like,
yeah.
what the fuck? Yeah.
He's like, your face is the thing.
But you never had that like in your hand or your ass.
Dude, I was such a good kid. Never.
But did your mates have it? Like, was that?
Oh yeah.
Like, yeah, that's what I mean by spanking. Yeah.
But so I was only in one school where teachers would like do the hand thing. But I was really young, so I didn't really have to deal with that. But no, I got lucky, man. Like I always believed. Plus, I had have an elder brother, so I grew up with example. So you know how you have like positive and negative reinforcements. So it was like, oh, he did this, he got beaten up. Okay, can't do that. So it was like that. But on the occasion, yeah, sure, my mom. It would only be serious when dad would hit you. Like, oh, I really fucked up here.
Yeah, that's true. Like, dude, my dad would my maths and English.
Yeah.
God, he was such a prick about it. Everything else didn't really care. It was just my maths and English. So like, he would constantly hound on me, but he got through me with my English. Like my English has been so different than everyone else's. I would be using words that I wasn't
in it.
Bro. Like my English was so precise as a kid, but I had a speech impediment at the same time, which no one would really know because I'm quiet in general. I've always been this like quiet kid, and so like I had a bit of a speech impediment. But when I would talk, people would they'll copy my words, like just because like I'm saying I'm talking a bit differently, right?
Yeah, you sound very, I want to say posh. Like
something like that.
Like fancy.
Because my dad, he's a bit that way as well. So he would hound my English, but like the maths, I never really got through with him. It was just all of a sudden one day, it's like my pineal gland woke up and I just started doing well in maths. So, oh shit, what? That happened all of a sudden.
This is what Stephen Hawking feels.
Right? So it was like, okay, yeah, he had an influence on that, but that was more like an awakening. I don't really know why I got good at maths. It was like, but yeah. When my dad would spank me, it was so rare, but it was like, yo, because deep voice, bigger than mommy, just big in general, dude, it's scary, bro. Dude. So scary, mate. And
I never got like any trouble for grades or for anything for.
Oh, you did well in school.
Sure, I would like to say so.
Why'd you say like that?
Sure. I mean, I don't know. I could have done better, but I think I did pretty fine.
Oh,
Why'd
you say it like that?
I'm here, ain't I? Must have done something correct.
Yo, no, that's jokes.
But it was about when I did like bad things which were like bad on principle. Like if I lied, oh man, I used to have this habit. I used to steal money from my parents. I used to steal like change, like $1 or $2 or rupees back home, and then take those to the local store. And then oh man, it's so embarrassing. I used to, those Kinder Joy eggs.
Yeah.
I used to pick like 4 of them and then be like pretend that I have to buy other things around the store.
Yeah.
Then I would put 2 of them in my underpants and then go and put the 2 back and be like, oh, maybe today I can't buy them. And then I would like steal.
Dude, I had the opposite issue, bro. I could not do a bad thing for shit.
Yeah.
Like, that's why, the resume thing, I don't know. I cannot lie. It took me a while to do that. Even till now, I should be lying my resume.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't had to look for a job for a long time now. I mean, not a long time, like a year and a half. Right? But like, dude, I could not steal. I could not lie. I could not cheat. I could not, like, dude. I don't know what it is.
Lying's a skill, man.
Yeah.
You either need to be dead inside or really compassionate.
Recently, though, I've kind of like, it's that same thing that's led me to start this brand. Is again, it comes from this overthinking and all that stuff. Like that's again, I think I've been overly empathetic as a kid in general. But that's kind of like, it's bad when you become an adult. When you're too empathetic, it's like, dude, you kind of.
You don't have to solve everything. There are people who are also working.
Yeah, right. It's like people are actually winning, lying, and all this stuff too. Right. Yeah. So it's like, why don't you do the same? Well, I'll take like a lip balm at like Shoppers.
Yeah.
It's like something like that, right? Or maybe I would lie about certain things here and there these days. I'll omit the details, or I would just straight up gaslight people. I'll tell you the truth, but I'll say it in a way that's kind of like,
dude, that's my favorite thing to do. So we literally talked about it last week. We did this movie called Constantine, and it was about like, oh, hell, and heaven.
Constantine is the dark magician, right?
In a way, yeah. Like the DC
he
character.
turned into a beast, right?
No, whoa.
No. Constantine, it's a fictional character, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a fictional character. Yeah.
But you're talking about something else?
Might be the same thing as far as I know. They're separate things. It might be.
Go on.
The same. But we were talking about what did you just say? Something about. I totally forgot my thought. It was something about Constantine. Oh, Constantine had good and bad and evil. It's okay. Yeah. No need. Cool, man. And so, do you like this genre of movies? Of like, being a little bit artsy? Because a lot of effort goes into like, just physically creating the environment. And you can really see compared to like something that's on a digital screen and is done on like green screens, it seems like more artificial. Whereas like on this, the boats, the laboratory he has, especially like when he's burning it, it's like so much detailed when he has all the bodies on the floor or all the cans of gasoline. So are you somebody who like usually prefers like this type of like artsy movies?
So you mean movies where like there's a lot of environmental detail?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Mm-hmm. Like world build would be a good way to say it. Like
Game of Thrones, there's a lot of like detail.
Oh, so many.
Yeah, there's a lot of detail to the environment. I guess with this one there was a bit of CGI. I liked it. It was like, or is CGI involved in that?
So this is the opposite of CGI, where like obviously there is CGI used, when he's like throwing people off and stuff like that, but most of the things that are there in the movie are actually done practically. Okay. So instead of having him like do a motion capture suit, it's actually the actor who's dressed up in sitting 12 hours of prosthetics.
Yeah, I like the idea of that. Yeah. I just I just focus more on the acting than anything. I've said that like 10 times now.
Which is good, man. Because one of the questions I want to answer, or at least try to understand using this podcast, is what really is that gets people to enjoy a movie, right? Because I don't think it's pretty crazy to imagine that somebody's out there making a bad movie consciously, right? Oftentimes it's like the acting fell short, the writing wasn't there, the music, the world build, the story. A lot of problems happen while making a movie. You know, you have a director who's working for 6 months on the movie, and on the seventh month, he gets angry with the producer and is like, "Fuck you, I'm leaving," and goes away. So now they get this random another guy who'll come and finish the job, or he'll start over again. So it's all really tricky, and it always gets me wondering. But when I see movies like this one, the main thing I really appreciate is just how realistic it feels, and the ability for somebody to create an environment that I can actually go and enjoy, which is, oh, I know this is not my human planet Earth, but this is a completely random place that I can be like, oh, cool, the flowers and.
So I don't know. I guess I don't really notice that stuff. Like when I was watching it, I think I'm more into the people than the environment. Like that stuff is just, for me, it's a given. If it's bad, I probably wouldn't even watch it.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of given. It has to be good. Something like that. I just kind of like, it's something I take for granted. Right? Like when I was watching Wuthering Heights, going back to that, it was like everyone was saying like, "Yo, the colors were amazing." I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
Did not care. I was simply just watching the actors doing the stuff.
So
That's what I was doing, right?
very interesting.
Yeah, I didn't pay attention to that.
Because this movie uses like colors in a very creative way.
Yeah, I didn't really notice it. It didn't stand out to me like that.
So if you ever like watch it again, you can look out for this. It's like Oscar Isaac's character. He's always has red on. So he'll always have like red gloves or red scarf, or will be around a red seat or lying in a red bed. And then the Mia Goth plays the sister-in-law, and she represents more of like earth colors, so she's always in blue and green.
Because hers was standing out.
Like,
she was wearing these grandiose hat.
Yeah, especially the green. I really like that green. It really like popped
the first
out.
time we saw her, she had horns or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Right.
But like so it has to like overly stand out for me to notice.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is just, like I always imagine this, like I have started to pick a lot more details because now I'm specifically watching movies with that intention. But the average movie goer
Probably doesn't pick up on that stuff.
Or I also wonder if they even care about it. Right? If it's like, is this something that's even important to the whole experience of the film? Or no matter what color of gloves he has, people still feel like, oh, Victor is a terrible human being. Right? I really like that scene when he's like jumping the ball while talking. Sick. Sorry, you were gonna say something.
I usually would notice that stuff in like anime or something like that. Not movies. I don't know, because I'm seeing this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, do you know? In general, I don't even notice beautiful sceneries. So that's why I don't even notice it. Like with cartoons, it's like I have such a low standard for them. It's like when they're able to produce something like this.
Yeah.
That's when I'm like, whoa. When I see movies, I'm like, I'm comparing it to this.
Yeah.
You know. I don't even appreciate this in general.
Yeah. You're like, what fucking nice views and mountains. Right? Just give me cheaper rent.
Yeah, right? So I'm watching movies, I'm like, okay, I kind of just expect that.
Yeah.
And so I tend not to appreciate it. So with Frankenstein, that didn't really stand out to me. The parts that stood out to me was like, when when they fought, when he was helping them with the wolves.
Oh, dude.
And like they thought he was some god. They didn't even know who it was. They just thought it was some god that was saving them.
Yeah.
Like, and then he ended up like getting taught by the old. That part really spoke out. Like I was like, oh man. Like, so those are the things that make me actually enjoy it. I'm like, oh shit. Like, I hope this old guy doesn't, die. If anything, he dies of old age, and that's it.
But doesn't he survive? Like, doesn't
the wolf killed him?
I thought he picked up the old man and put him on the chair. And so I thought he was like alive. But I
think
imagine he
ended
was
up
pretty
dying.
dead because the
Yeah.
wolf was probably eating into him
Yeah.
for a bit.
It was like any last words kind of moment. Yeah, so it was just kind of last words, and then like he died, and then those people came in and shot him.
Yeah. Oh man. That would have been like getting shot by a shotgun, I think has to be top 20 at least painful things to experience.
Dude, and then you revive, and then you do it again,
Dude, just kill me.
literally.
Right?
And so like that, those were the parts that really like got me like, I really like this. Like, it got again that spoke to my emotion. You actually taught him how to read and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Or even before that, when he was hiding,
Yeah.
just observing them, like just kind of like seeing.
And the mannerisms of I'm a good.
That was so
good,
cute, man.
I'm your friend.
Yeah. I was like, man. So that really spoke to me, right? But like not spoke to me, but like I liked it. I really liked it. Like, and then there was what other parts really like got me like that as well? I guess I honestly that girl, the lady with the dress and everything, she really like. The whole time I was just like, you're just going, bro. This girl was just going for everything. Like, she went for a monster. She went for a brother, a husband's brother. I'm like, bro, like, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
Like,
Can you be like, no, I have a man and he loves me and I love him too.
Literally,
I will not dance with you.
Or even if you were going to like pick something, pick one. She was just jumping. I'm like, like, bro, what? Like, what are you doing?
And also for like Victor, it's not wrong to assume that she's giving you a sign if she's like giving you butterflies.
Yeah.
And like, oh, this is our thing together, our secret.
Yeah. I'm like, bro, what? She would put herself in these predicaments, and then like, as long as I didn't cheat. Dude, like, don't even be there in the first place.
Yeah.
Where he got close to her and he was trying to confess to her, and she was like, and then she like walked out or something like that.
Yeah.
Something like that. Like, why are you even there?
And then she's getting married to Victor.
Yeah.
Right?
No, not to Victor, his brother.
His brother. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Wells or Will.
Will.
Yeah. She was getting married to Will. I was just like, yo, bro, like, and this is your brother too, like.
Yeah, and Will has no idea what's going on.
Yeah, and that made me not like Victor even more. It's like, dude, this is your brother's girl, bro.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
Bro, you killed her uncle and you haven't even told her.
Yeah.
You tell your brother like, oh, he's dead, but just take her away, keep her in the dark.
You know why I also didn't end up liking Victor in the end? Is because all his sins throughout the movie, he never paid for them. He never like. That's why I hated that Frankenstein forgave him. I'm like, no, this dude he was bad the whole time. All his sins, he never what's the word?
Repaid or
there's a word. He was never redeemed for them. Right? All of his sins, trying to fuck his brother's wife.
Yeah.
Treating Victor like that.
Creating a monster.
Yeah, like he
killing that guy.
Yeah. He never truly changed. He just got sick and was bedridden.
Yeah. And it was kind of the question I had was like, oh, is it Victor the monster or is it Frankenstein the monster?
I think Victor is a monster, mate.
Right?
I don't like him at all. Like, I don't like that he even got forgiven. Why did he? Dude, everything he did, he stayed bad till the end.
Yeah.
He stayed bad all the way till the end. Like, there was no redemption for him. Like, he never apologized to Victor until Victor, like, really caught him and was just about to kill him.
Yeah.
He never, like, we never saw a scene of him, like, she died.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And so that's the only reason why, like, he stopped going after her, but he was still going after her.
Yeah.
It's like, like there was no this dude was just a bad person. Like,
he was obsessed.
Yeah, it was. I didn't like him at all. And then Victor was Frankenstein, the beast. I guess Frankenstein. He's more of a human than Victor. I fucking hate him.
The beast.
But like, he was begging for like a partner. He said, "No, you want me to make another one of you? You filthy." I'm like, dude, You know,
he's gonna kill you right now.
literally. I did not like him the whole time. Like, what do you mean he got forgiven? Kill him, bro. What are you doing?
Dude, I was really hoping he would like in the end just like go and just make a hole through his chest and just like crush him or something.
Me too. I was hoping
because
he was gonna kill him.
the death he got was just way less painful. Like all the accidents that happened, you know, like him losing his leg also.
That was funny as shit to me.
Whole thing all happens because of Victor's obsession. One thing I find,
I will say though, he got injured because I guess he changed his mind, but he already made a disgusting decision. Already.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm just gonna change my mind. Then you deserve that injury.
Yeah, right. And yeah, that was just terrible to leave him tied down, and I was really happy.
Yeah.
When they showed this swap and another perspective of, oh, we're gonna show another story of, okay, now this is the monster's story. I really liked it. I didn't expect it, and so it got me like, whoa.
Same.
And I was like, this is really nice.
Yeah.
And then it got me really thinking that there's so many movies like these that are kind of like, social commentaries. And they talk about like human nature, human psychology. And you'll often see these movies hidden with like disguise of sci-fi, and even like Star Wars. I relate so much to Star Wars because it's like, oppression and fighting and believing in things you care about and fighting for them. And one thing that's been stuck in my mind watching Frankenstein was the ability of us to really care about or sympathize for bad people. Right? Like we see like a monster and then we try to find reasons why they're not a monsters and we shouldn't hate them. So it's always like really interesting.
Yeah. For me, like that scene where they switched to the monster story, I thought it was cringy initially.
Yeah.
Because the way they did it was okay, before I say that.
Yeah.
Because it was pretty much like it was this monster like trying to kill him, and so everyone was afraid, like this, that, and all that stuff. And then he finally came up to him, and then they spoke about it, and he was like, so Victor has told you his part. Let me tell you my part of the story. I thought that was so cringy initially.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, how did a monster turn into this? What the fuck? And then when Victor's story finished, when I realized that like he was not just a monster, he was actually like a good being.
Yeah.
He was a good being in general. Yeah. He learned from, the old man taught him how to live and all that stuff. Yeah. And he was, not even the old man, like he was already helping people before he finally got to talk to the old man. He was helping the family anyways, right? So once this part finished, that's when I was like, oh, okay, it's not as cringy as I thought. Yeah. That part about, because I was like, yo, he's trying to kill him. Why is he now all of a sudden trying to tell a story? So that's so cringy. But then watching the whole thing, I'm like, okay, it's really not that cringy because he wasn't really a monster in the first place.
Yeah, he becomes a monster because of situations.
Yes, right? he was just trying to get clarity.
Yeah,
he was actually just trying to talk to him the whole
time.
He
just didn't want to be alone, right? And he was first put into chains in that sewage area, right? And he like really always thought about the world outside, and he's just in this like the leaf down there, and then the wolves thing happened, and he's like, okay, I'm gonna be nice and caring, and I'm gonna learn about love and respect, and then the wolves kill the old man, and he gets really angry, and then those guys shoot him, and he's like,
but the thing about this though is like he was just trying to get clarity. But like he killed so many people just to do that, but he didn't kill Victor.
Yeah,
I just realized that too. I'm like,
but wait, who all does he end up killing?
The soldiers. He threw some soldiers to the ship with their head got bashed. He punched.
Oh yeah, and then
he punched the guy
flew
so much
away.
This part of his head flew out.
Yeah. Dude, when he throws Victor's brother also, and his head hits the wall and it starts bleeding. It's
like, dude, all of that just not to kill him. That pissed me off a lot.
Yeah,
I think that's also what made me pissed off. And yes, that definitely made me pissed off. And it's like you did all of this killing, and then the guy that really like
was responsible for this.
You didn't kill him. You forgave him. Like, fuck you, bro. That made me not. That was part of why, like, the movie didn't satisfy me. And that's part of why I
Yeah.
was like, yeah.
Also, just the narrative of like, oh, we have to have sympathy for this thing, right? Like for me, even when I first at a younger age also read Frankenstein, I didn't like the idea that we're humanizing this creature that is being born from being dead and is kind of like being restored to life. And now as an audience or as a reader, I'm kind of forced to sympathize with his conditions because he's shown as this like hopeless creature who doesn't has autonomy and hasn't like chosen the life he is given, and it is like done by somebody else. And it's always creates that debate, right? Like, are people like born violent, or is it the circumstances that make them violent? So it's always interesting to see how these things kind of like pop up in a movie like this. Do you use any like when you're choosing movies? Are you a person who likes to just pick random movies and go watch it?
I just see what's trending
It's
and I
trending.
consider it. Like when I see people talk about something, I'm like, maybe I should see it then. Like Snowfall. That's a show. Dude, what's his name? Damson Idris is a great actor, mate.
Bro, he's
Great
so
actor.
good. We just did F1 a couple of weeks
Where
ago.
did he come from? I never knew about this human being.
Yeah.
And Snowfall started in 2017. Never knew about this guy ever in my life.
Yeah.
Damson Idris. I was like, wow, like he's really fucking. Because my brain was constantly trying to critique him. I was like, dude, this guy has no flaws for what 4 or 5 seasons, straight seasons, no
Wow.
flaws. I was like, wow, he's really. And I didn't even know he was British.
Yeah.
I was like, what? When I found out, I was like, nah, there's no way.
There's no way.
There's no way. And he was British the whole time. I was like, wow,
Yeah.
okay. Kudos to you.
Yeah, he's really good, man. I really loved him in watching him in X1. F1, not X1.
There's another guy I'm thinking of who I thought was completely English. Actually, Jacob Elordi, I didn't even think he was British as well.
Yeah.
No clue. Yeah, I didn't know he was British. Like he had such a clean English accent, American English accent.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, mad.
No.
That's super clean.
It's I think it's the mannerism that you can tell, like especially whenever I see somebody so like Jacob looks really posh as well, like carries himself confidently, doesn't seem like he's in a rush. I saw his interview with one other actress. Like Variety does these interviews with like actors on actors, so actors interview each other. So it's just sometimes I peek a look and see like what they're talking about. But no, Jacob looks really good. I mean, audience really loved it, man. Like even critics, they gave around like 86 on
To Frankenstein?
Frankenstein Rotten Tomatoes and 96 by the audience.
Yeah, I didn't realize how. I guess I'm a harsh critic then.
Right? And,
No, but actually
94 as audience and 85 as critics. So I was like, whoa, this has to be like banger movie,
Yeah.
right? But I don't, for some reason, it's not a movie that I would be like, oh my god, this is revolutionary and this is like the best movie that I'm gonna go and keep watching again and again. As a one-time story, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, me too. And maybe I should stop saying it was I think I keep comparing it to like Oscar stuff. I don't,
Oscar stuff.
Yeah, maybe that's my problem. Or I keep comparing people to Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm like, I'm probably doing too much, bro. Yeah, because if everything was like that, then I'm gonna look for a higher standard than that. So I should probably stop. So why I got from that movie, I did not like that he forgave him. I wanted him to die a horrible death when I realized who he was. Right? And then there's probably something I'm missing here.
In the original story, like that had in the book, Frankenstein basically goes to like, how he goes and meets this family and the wolves are there. Yeah. Similarly, he goes and meets this lady by the lake or something, and then he's like, she's I think trying to teach him how to like skip rocks or something, and he picks her up and throws her away, and then she dies.
Actually,
Yeah. And so a lot of people I think were like talking about, oh, why didn't they include this in the source since because the director, he's been wanting to do this movie for a really long time, right? And he's a big enough director. When he does things, he does them properly. And so a lot of people are like, oh, how come you decided to leave this part out? And I think it makes sense. Doesn't I hate when movies have a scene just for the sake of having it.
Yeah.
Right? It's like when it seems forced and you're just like,
I hate book readers, bro. They piss me off. Like, dude, they'll make a movie adaptation or something like that, and then they're critiquing it to the so deeply. It's like, bro, like, yeah, you read the book. Like, this is for movie watchers, bro.
Yeah.
I didn't read the fucking book. I fucking loved it.
Yeah.
I hate book readers. Like, they overly critique stuff.
Yeah, they always sound like, oh, I'm smarter than you.
Yeah, I've heard people talk about book readers.
Yeah.
But I didn't know anything about book readers until I watched Perfect
Heights.
Until I watched it, and I started hearing the critiques. I'm like, dude, like, I didn't read the book, but I love the movie. Though. Are you mad? Like, relax.
Yeah.
So if they're doing that with Frankenstein, it's like, fuck off, bro.
Yeah. Apparently, a lot of guys are doing it these days. It's called like performative male behavior. And it's like those dudes with like tote bags who go to cafes and read books.
Yeah, I hate that stuff. like, bro, relax. But it's mostly women because they like reading.
Yeah, or men who can read.
Yeah, the men too. Yeah, the men. But I noticed like looking at some of these stories, like, it was mostly girls who were like, no, what? This is totally not where the story in the book. I'm like, bro, shut up, man. Like, it's a good movie. Like, leave it alone.
Yeah.
And then I saw this one guy who actually, I was like, dude, shut your dirty mouth, mate. Like, you read the book, we know. Shut up. It was a good movie.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I really enjoyed, man, just like talking about how the same art is perceived. And because the way I perceive a movie is built by the experiences I had in my life and my experience with movies. The way you experience it is different because it's based on your experience. And it's really cool to just like, oh, what are the things you find interesting in a movie? And it's really nice because acting is always kind of like an important role for me to be a good movie. But I see you're more focused on like, oh, how good the acting is to actually engage you, to care about it if the acting is not good.
Yeah.
And that's something book readers don't get it, because when you read a book, you're able to create your own imagination.
Yeah.
And this is how the scene would have been played. But when you watch a movie, this is just one impression of the idea that is mentioned in the book. And then people are like, oh, this is not really accurate. And it's like,
I hate that, bro. It's like, dude,
take a chill pill.
It's cinema, it's entertainment. Like, it's book completely different than this. But the only point I see to like, what they're saying is like, okay, why did you use the name? Okay, sure, bro. Like,
well, because dumbasses would like you and come and watch the movie
to make money from it.
Yeah. You've been tricked, dude.
No, literally, mate. But like, that's the only bad. The other stuff is just like, bro, shut your mouth. You're dragging it. You're just dragging it. Like, bro, stop.
Do you have a score out of 10 for the movie?
6.
6?
6.5. 6.
6?
I'll stick to 6.
Dude, that's pretty good. I was thinking of like a 6 too, but I shifted to a 7. Just because I really like the Frankenstein story. I think it's really good. Currently, my whole head has been around this, like, how much this story relates to like AI and us, and what we as humans, this ability for us to willingly create a monster for our personal own goods.
Yeah.
Right. And then blame like, oh, I didn't do anything, it's the monster's fault.
For me in that, if we're talking like that, I was more so thinking like, we are truly the monsters.
Oh, the
Like,
worst species, man.
We're the true monsters. It's like Victor just really like like, dude, what were you on, bro? And and he was supposed to be the human.
Yeah.
And then what's his name? Frankenstein was supposed to be the monster, but I felt, I liked him so much more as a good being, as opposed to the human being who was supposed to be the good being. So I was like, it was just flipped for me. It was like, like, dude, we're truly the monsters a lot of the time.
Most of the time. I mean, just the destruction that we just keep causing on each other.
Yeah. I would like to see a movie that reflects something like, something like that. Something about like, how there's spiritual like stuff like, the devil, the Dracula, and all that stuff. I would like to see a movie that shows humans, like, there's something about like, all these devils and all the stuff we derive that we derive from, as monsters in our head.
Yeah.
It's really just people also. It's really just people.
Dude, but I think that's what these movies end up being about.
Yeah. I want to see a more direct representation.
Being like more pointing the finger.
Yeah.
Right?
It's like, no, it's not a monster, it's just a guy. But I feel like that movie has to be so dark. Like, it has to have like files.
Yeah.
It has to have.
That's what Game of Thrones did, right? Like, Game of Thrones really gave you that, the biggest monster in your life is just another human being.
Yeah.
It's not some crazy scientist or a flu.
Or like people, it has to have everything. People who like to cut bodies. People who like to, deep betrayal.
Yeah.
Or like I feel like there's got to be a movie or multiple that like really shows humans as like.
I mean, man, even when natural disasters happen, right? Like California was on fire last summer, and a lot of people, while people were running and struggling and trying to find way to safety and make sure they can take away as much of the important things they need to carry, people were going and looting houses, looting people, setting more stuff to fire. In India, we had this when I was young, we had this natural disaster, and it was like a river basin that kind of got completely flooded and swept away. And then there were like reports of people stealing jewelry and all at gunpoint of people who are trying to find a way to rescue, right? And you look at war now, it's not sci-fi, it's very real, created by us. And it's always like, one of few people who really want to manipulate this idea of like power and control. And that's what Frankenstein is. It's the boasting of power, of showing that I'm better and above God. I can create this power. And that's why I love movies, because movies give you an example, and then they let you, okay, now we've given you this, now you can think about it in your day-to-day life as you're going.
I definitely have that sin, or the potential to commit that sin, as to, I am above God. I feel like I have a potential to commit the sin like that, where it's like, I'll do something.
Yeah. So we gotta kill you now.
Do something like that. Maybe it would be like, I don't know, like maybe not so like specific as like trying to create a whole human being. It could be something else. Maybe I start like follow me, I am the leader. Something like a cult. Something like that.
Dude, start with an OnlyFans.
Literally. Yeah. Sorry the plan.
Right.
Might as well end up doing it.
And be like, and then you should be like, my goal is to be the top OnlyFans model.
Yo, but like, yeah, for sure. Like that sin, that part, I was gonna say, I don't want to say I relate to it, but I can see sometimes my intrusive thoughts tell me stuff like that, where it's like, we can be better than God. They say, or something like that,
Yeah, it's something I really picked up from Star Wars. Star Wars has this like huge duality of like the Force and the dark
I've
side.
never seen Star Wars before. Is that crazy?
Yeah, it's like talking to a wall. But yeah, it has that duality of like, oh, the good and the bad, and the struggle of choosing to do the good thing, right? Because one of the most like common lies we hear is like honesty is the best policy. It is if you want pain and hard work, right? Like without putting in the effort to imagine there's going to be an output, it's not even like crazy or delusional. It's just dumb to be like, oh, if I don't make any effort, and then so many things would happen for me.
Yeah.
And that's a very human way of thinking, right? Because if you look at any other animals, right, they don't take care of each other as much as we do.
Yeah.
Right? They're a lot more like, oh, like a sick cub, leave it behind, right? We take care of it. But then at the same time, we're the only ones who are going and stealing milk from their mom. So it's like, what are we doing? So it's really fun when you see movies like these that just kind of give you like a thought-provoking thing. I'm not a big fan, and I don't seek out this genre of movies because for me, movies are like, I can only use my brain for 100% of things, and I don't want this to be another thing where I have to sit down and do a thought exercise and really be like, what was the director thinking, right? I just want something dumb.
Like Oppenheimer type thing.
No, yeah, I don't like the Oppenheimer kind of thing.
Yeah, where it's so complicated.
Yeah,
I was gonna say the same thing. It's like, sometimes
Calm
what's his name? Is it
down.
Martin Scorsese?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ, mate! Like, you have to like break down the movie like 50 times to understand it. He did Oppenheimer. He did
No, that's Christopher Nolan.
Oh, Christopher Nolan. Sorry, yeah.
He did Tenet also, right?
Yes,
Bro, Tenet, I saw the first time.
I have to rewatch it.
Hated it.
I have to rewatch
Because I was like, I feel either I'm really stupid or this movie has no logic.
Yeah.
But then obviously I took some time, realized I was the stupid one.
Yeah.
Went and saw the movie again. Absolutely love it now.
I have to rewatch. I don't remember anything about it.
Yeah. You can watch your episode. It should be out now.
Okay. Yeah. I remember he also did what's that one where it was like in a dream. Inception, yes.
Yeah.
Inception. And there's one more where it's like Leonardo DiCaprio again, but like he was in his head the whole time.
He's in his head. Is that a... He's in his head.
Yeah, so Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, Shutter Island.
Shutter Island, yes. Dude.
Yeah.
So I was just like, that's so complicated.
Yeah.
But I cannot watch Oppenheimer. I don't know. I keep getting bored. But that's the problem. I know if I fully watch it, I'm gonna like it.
Yeah.
Or I'm gonna like see. You know how you had that same thing with Tenet? When you rewatch it, you were like, whoa. I think I'm gonna have that with Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
Right. But like,
I always tell people like, give every movie a chance.
Yeah.
Every movie. You can choose to be like, oh, there's the genre movies I don't watch. Like my brother does not like horror movies at all. Same way, I don't like really complicated, thought-provoking movies. I prefer something dumb, bad guy, good guy, hero, heroine.
yeah.
Bad guy steals the good guy's girl.
The thing about those complicated movies is they do something well for me. They have great actors.
Yeah.
Every time. Christopher Nolan movies,
Always.
the actors themselves are really good. What's his name? Cillian Murphy.
Cillian Murphy.
Whoa, Cillian Murphy. He's a great fucking actor.
One of the best, if not the best, but he's...
I need to watch
Peaky
Blinders. I have to watch it.
Yeah, they're coming out with the movie.
When I watch it.
They're coming out with the movie for Peaky Blinders.
Oh, mate. Fuck, I have to watch that too. But like, dude, Cillian Murphy is a great actor.
Right.
Like, because I remember there was a movie he did. I didn't even know who he was. But I was very peculiar about that character. It's like, yo, who the fuck is that? Or I was very like sold by that character. But pretty much like those complicated movies, as much as like they can be annoying sometimes, they really give me like who the directors tend to, and usually Christopher Nolan.
Yeah.
They tend to bless me with very, very good acting.
Yeah.
Like it's like, oh yes. You know, my brain is not constantly picking out the rubbish stuff. It's just kind of like, well, what? You know?
Yeah, beat after beat, it keeps up. Yeah, man. And it's crazy when a movie's like, I'm not gonna choose to include that. Yeah, let's have terrible performance.
But I still watch them though. That's the problem. But it's usually not movies, it's TV shows like Bridgerton.
Yeah,
Like Bridgerton, like the acting it's okay, but there's a lot of like not so good acting as well. But like at the same time, I feel like that's intentional. Mm-hmm. It's supposed to be
when it's a little bit on the nose, I think it's good.
Yeah, because I love Bridgerton. I fucking love it. But it's like that thing in my brain keeps like doing its thing.
So you like that Victorian era a lot? Huh? That's
maybe.
the English in you.
Maybe very very possible.
Very pop.
Bro, that's what I need. I need a snack or a thick juice.
Snack. Okay. Do you have anything else to add on the movie? Any last words?
Tell my mama I said I love her. No.
Yeah, mama.
Any last words? YAM.xyz. Go cop something.
Is that .com, .in, .ca?
.xyz.
XYZ.
YAM.xyz. Go cop something. Represent the free will movement. You know, on your journey to attaining free will. You know, just put it on. Yeah. Feel it. Feel the free will, you know.
We'll try and if you probably have some pictures for the products.
I got these pants.
Yeah. I mean, it's fine. I'll just put it on the screen when people are watching this. Yeah, you don't have to flash.
Screenshot the website. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But
just getting bricked up while talking about dead monsters.
Literally.
No, that's sick, man. And
yo, people have like, how have zombie nurses. People like that stuff. Actually, no, they're actually hot. Like when you
zombies,
Halloween,
zombies.
Girls who are putting on like
zombie outfits,
zombie nurses. No. Like during Halloween, the costumes. Some girls will put on like this zombie nurse kind of outfit.
Yeah.
Or like killer surgeon kind of thing. But it would be like a short, like bloody skirt. And that's kind of hot. That's actually hot.
Yeah.
But like, yeah.
Nice. That's a weird king to have.
All right.
Cool.